Hey everyone, this is Gaming Solo. Let me make sure my audio is good. Yep. And today's video is a little late because I've been on vacation this week and decided to record the day of release of this video. And today we're going to take a look at the F7A Mark II Hornet. This is my favorite PvE fighter because it's got so much firepower. Now, this is not stock. I did change out the EOS Quantum Drive for the Colossus, which is currently the most efficient. It's not the fastest, but it's probably the most efficient one we can get, speed versus consumed fuel at the moment for fighters. And then I put the Panthers and Badgers, the 337s and 447s on here. You can do attritions too. I say that because this is not a PvP ship, as some people would have you believe. And we'll kind of talk about that as we get going on this. So this is kind of my review and some gameplay from the F7A Mark II. So I wanted to do this because this ship is actually getting nerfed in this next patch that's currently in the PTU. Doesn't affect me because, like I said, I don't use this as a PvP ship at all. This is strictly PvE for me. Looks wise, it's a magnificent ship. I freaking love how this thing looks. Let's see, I'm gonna take one cooler down. Everything else is stock. Let's see, let's take another cooler down. Everything else is stock. So what you see is what you get performance-wise, other than the weapons. Now let's take a look at what kind of contracts we have out here near Artport. I also wanted to throw out there the mention of the cheating that's going on. So I was a little paranoid getting on. I saw that some of that is over. Oh, here we go, Combat Gauntlet. Where's scenario 4 and 5? Easy access. I'm just seeing 8-part course, 5th scenario, defensive tactics. Oh, that's we're gonna be throwing a bunch of. Oh, that's a stealth. Let's go after some stealth targets. Um. Anyway, so there is cheating going on, and I just wanted to throw out there that I've been a little paranoid walking around. I've heard it's pretty bad. I also, at the time of recording, they've been working on patching it, and they've been permabanning people who take part in it, which is, I think, amazing. They absolutely should be permabanning people who are purposely exploiting it in that way. It has been a conversation in the past of, oh, look at this thing. I love this shit. In the past, there's been conversations of, it's an alpha, we're doing them a favor by finding these exploits, things like that. I don't completely agree with that mindset. They are kind of advertising this as a playable game, albeit early access. So I really think that purposeful exploitation of the game is kind of a big deal. Now, if you find an exploit and you report it, that's one thing, but continuously exploiting, that's a whole different thing, right? At least in my mind. Now, everyone's open for their opinion. Obviously, oh, what happened here? Oh, I was at speed. Um, Obviously, my opinion is worth next to nothing for most people, but not a big deal. I'm not upset about it. Just throwing my 2 cents out there on it. And I think pretty much any exploitation is something that we shouldn't be doing. Oh, while we're here, let's go ahead and boost up our engine when we're in nav mode. So I'm going to cut quantum if it lets me. Oh man, I can't wait until they rework quantum because hopefully it doesn't do that weird stutter. Alright, so we're going to go to this quantum beacon, maybe. Let me do it this way. I do appreciate that you can click your mission and quantum to it now when it works. Okay, so enough on the cheating. Let's talk about the F7A Mark II. So the F7A Mark II is an upgrade from the F7C Mark II chassis. About a year or so ago, there was an event that upon completion of the event, and it was a multi-stage event, you would receive an upgrade token in your hangar on the RSI website to upgrade an F7C Mark II to an F7A Mark II. I did the event, I got the token, and I decided to go ahead and do it. It was time I was doing a lot of um, what is this target? At the time, I was doing a whole lot of destroying, or not destroying, I called it crunching stuff and redoing stuff and rebuilding CCUs and stuff like that. I actually did this on I upgraded to the F7C before using my token, utilizing one of the, whatchamacallums. Holy cow, there's a lot going on, and I woke up not too long ago, so I'm kind of, it's the, I was using the, oh shoot. Ooh, sorry, let's get going. And that's gonna take a minute because I don't have attrition, so let's go after this guy. Ooh, as you can see, it doesn't handle as well, and I'm not doing my normal best practices here. Let me get in the A game. So anyway, I used one of my not subscriber, the referral token basically, where I got some kind of low cost vehicle. I just upgraded that to it. That did two things. Well, one thing, I mean, really one thing. Well, two things. One is LTI. So I got LTI on my F7A Mark II. And two, I can't crunch it if I get antsy and decide to try something else. It's a permanent establishment in my hangar. So that's why I did it. No regrets. This is a fun ship, especially for PvE. I enjoy it a lot. But as you can see, it's not super fast or maneuverable compared to something like the Talon or the Hawk, which are light fighters. This is a medium fighter. So this is kind of currently, I don't know at the end of the day what CIG really has planned for stuff, but medium fighters I feel like are good heavy fighter destroyers. They're also good PvE ships if you're decent enough at piloting to try to keep up with the NPCs. The firepower is great, so you can tear through the missions quickly if they're not stuttering. If you're not against a tiny mark that's stuttering around a little bit. Oh no, he hit me. But it's a lot of flipping fun to pilot this thing. It's a lot of fun to pilot. And it looks really good. So the looks of the ship are so good. Now, they just announced the Meteor this week. I think yesterday, actually, was when that went up. And I think this is still a better looking ship. Yes, the Meteor and the Mantis are cool ships. I've had the Mantis before to try that out. And it's cool. But it's not It's not the ship for me. Just isn't. I really like how this ship looks. I like how it flies. I do like also how tanky it is. It takes a lot of damage and it can lose a lot of parts on the exterior and still um, effectively do what it needs to do and get you home. That's the other thing too, is it can get you home, which I appreciate. Oh, was that another one? How many targets did he send me? Oh no, that's the one I destroyed. I'm glad I blew him up because. All right, let's kill this guy. So yeah, it's a great looking ship. And I definitely like it more than the Meteor, which is going to be coming out in the next patch. Now, talking about the nerfs, they are nerfing this ship pretty good. As far as maneuverability, which is going to even more make the argument for it being a PvE ship. Now, the new flight model that we just recently did a video about, kind of, because we don't know much about it, we're just kind of talking about the fact that we're already getting a new flight model. We don't know where it's going to land in the end, but I know that I'm not getting rid of it because even for PvE, this is a great, very, very tough. Get in there and fight, you know, exchanging hits kind of ship, and I think that's great. Now, why is it not good for PvE? Like people say it is, maneuverability. Most light fighters are gonna just fly circles around it, and if you have a pilot that knows half of what they're doing, they're going to destroy this thing every time when they're in a light fighter. Even the arrows, a Fury can take this thing out, which is not a lot of firepower, and it'll take it a little bit to do so because it's not a lot of firepower. But a Fury is going to take this thing out if the pilot knows what it's doing. This thing just doesn't have turn radiuses to put the nose on the target. Now, obviously, it has a lot of firepower. You've got 10 scripts. Has a lot of firepower. Let's go do a bounty. It has a lot of firepower. But at the end of the day, you have to put your nose on the target to be able to take advantage of said firepower. And you're just not going to be able to do that effectively. Oh, yeah. Let's head back towards Art Corp so we can get a bounty. But yeah, without being able to put your nose on target, you're not going to be able to damage the target. You're just not. That's just a simple facts. So you can have all the firepower you want, just like the Connies. You look at the Connies can have all the firepower they want, but if they can't put their nose on the target, that firepower, those 4 size 5s, which are monstrous, they're not going to kill anything. So this will sort of fly circles around the Connie. This is probably a great midship killer, like Connies and Corsairs and things like that, because they're not going to be able to stay on target, and if they don't have a gunner for solo, then they're not going to survive that encounter. But this ship, just like the ship against Connie's, this ship is going to struggle against those light fighters because those light fighters are going to take turns and be able to put their nose on target a lot faster and get behind the Hornet, which is really the key, right? The whole idea that CID has, that Chris Roberts has really pushed in this game, is World War II dogfighting. And the whole idea there is to get behind your target and shoot them, not not the whole flying back and forth and nosing each other and trading shots. That's not what Chris Roberts wants. He doesn't want jousting, all that stuff. He wants World War II style dogfighting. So that's what we're kind of getting, and that's what they're kind of forcing us into. Yeah, I say forcing us. It's not necessarily a bad thing. So screen high risk. Where's the low risk? Low risk, very low risk, moderate risk. Let's see the moderate risk. Should get some decent sized ships. Oh, did I lose the moderate risk? Did it give it to me after the fact? No. Oh, let's try the high risk. I wish I had attritions for this, but you know, that's what it is. All right, give me a route, please. Oops. Okay, let's go. Probably get tore up. I'm probably about to get tore up. Well, that's okay. You gotta see how scrappy this thing can be. And while we're quantuming, it's just a beautiful looking ship. I love how this thing looks. It's been one of my favorites since I started playing the game with the Mark Ones. The Mark Ones I thought were really cool. I had a Ghost, and it was awesome. I've not had a Mark II Ghost. I already had the F7A, so I did not bother getting the Ghost variant. Obviously, Talon is more of my stealth level. I feel like with stealth, you need something that can push out and away from most fights, and the Hornet is not really that ship. The SCM top speed is not high enough for you to really disengage in a fight like that. So I did not opt to try that out. Oh gosh, yeah, this is gonna hurt. We're gonna kill this one first. So that's a heavy fighter. That's gonna hurt. What's gonna hurt? Oh gosh. All right. Let's get in here and kill this before we kill our mark. There's something else out here. There should be 3 ships. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, really wishing I put attritions on this for this video, but that's okay. All right, what's the other bogey? Oh, is that another one? Oh my gosh. All right, this is gonna be rough, guys. If we blow up, that's okay. We tried. All right, he's a pretty big target. I'll get some damage on. We are going against the Vanguards. I hope they're both Sentinels. I really hope they're both Sentinels. Evasive maneuvers. As evasive as we can be, anyway. Again, this is not a super maneuverable ship. Alright, I'm gonna stay on him while his shield is down. You can pull some Gs, even though it's not super maneuverable. You can pull some Gs with the boost. I'm about to have to disengage. Ah, the other one, that's the Sentinel. The other one is the freaking Warden. He's getting some shots onto my hull. Oh my gosh. Alright, there we go. Oh, that's the other target. God dang it. Let's just blow him up real quick. Oh, I thought the other one was I thought we had 2 Vanguards. We only got 1. Okay. Let's kill this thing. Alright, we're good. The rest of this is easy peasy. As you can see, it's a good little PvE ship. It does a lot of flipping damage. It can take a lot of damage. Look at me just face tanking that pass by. Is there something else out there? No. Yeah. Yeah, there's 2 of those. Alright, you can see my tail is red. And I'm okay with that. a little bit paranoid of the ground. Okay, I'm behind them now, so let's try to. Ooh, do they have some gunners on these things? Thank God. Oh yeah, as you can see, I lost that. No, I didn't lose anything yet. I'm pretty close to losing stuff, but I'm still flying really well. It's very scrappy. I do want real quick before they get back to me. Fix this. There we go. Now I can tell a little better where I am from the ground. All right, let's do another pass. See, in a light fighter, you'd be going a lot faster and missing a lot of, they'd be missing a lot of those hits. I lost my tail, and I'm still in the fight. Just gonna keep the pressure on him. You don't want that shield regenerating. Now, when control surfaces and the new flight model come in, this will probably not be as easy to do without your tail. I'm actually kind of betting on that. It's probably not smart for me to push without a shield, but I really want this thing dead. My nose isn't red, so I'm okay. I gotta start working on that terrapin. Oh, he's hurting. All right. I'm gonna work on getting my shields back so you can see there. Ooh. I am just an engine with wings now. Shields are back. All right. This is a terrapin, right? Or is it a Valkyrie? I can't even tell with this. I also hate that they haven't hopefully next patch they fix this whole distance thing from your target. I'm kind of strafing to the right while I shoot him. In case his turrets start to shoot at me, and I'm keeping my distance a little bit. I'm just with oh. Alright, it's time to engage. Oh, that's a Valkyrie. Yeah, so he's got turrets. This is make it hard for him to hit us. Boost away. Keep that shield from going back up. So this is going to be flybys. We cannot stay in a dogfight with this thing. Oh god. Oh, I lost a wing. They got my wing. Alright. Let's try. see. How many missiles do we have on this? I don't even know how many missiles are on this ship. Now, at this point, the bounty's not worth it, right? You shoot a bunch of missiles at a ship. And that's all the missiles. So for the sake of preserving my life, we're going to call it on this one, but gives you guys an idea of how this thing handles and fights. Very scrappy, can get into the fight real good, and can get out of the fight real good. We have one wing, and we're flying away without a whole lot of problem. It doesn't do what some of the ships do when you lose all of your wings and start throwing you around, which I appreciate. I really hate losing a wing and just being disabled. It's done. It drives me absolutely insane. Now, obviously, that's realistic, right? That's kind of what you end up with as far as if you lost a wing in real life, you would kind of be screwed. But this is a game after all, and I do appreciate that I can limp out of the situation and be able to escape. So if I'd have done one more pass, they would have got me. So it'll be a little harder even after they do the nerfs because this thing will be a little less maneuverable. So your sporadic kind of dodgy flyaway situation is going to be less than ideal, and it's not going to be as dodgy and jerk around as it was just now for me there. So that is the F7A Mark II. Let me know down below what your favorite medium fighter is and what your thoughts are on this, and if you think they should do another event where you can acquire this bad boy, or if they should keep it gated until the game comes out and have some kind of event in the game that you earn it. Also, if you want more content like this, go ahead and subscribe and drop a like and share. Let's get, I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers before the end of the year, which would be awesome. I think we're currently 42. So let's see what we can do there. And just for next week, I am going to be out of town this week on business. And I really want a specific video for next week. So next week's video might be late because the specific video I want is kind of dependent, excuse me, on the next patch coming out. So we'll see what happens there. Anyway, I will catch you guys later. This is Gaming Solo, and I will see you guys in the verse.